A continuació tenim la ponència, la presentació d'en Valeri Chekheria, titulada Rooms Hotel Kazbegi, la referència per a l'hospitalitat en el turisme de muntanya de la regió. Moltes gràcies, Valeri.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me here, UNWTO. It's really a big honor to present the Andorra Group in front of you. Company that we started 6 years ago. We are very young, but at the same time we became the largest hospitality group in our country, in Georgia. I want to say like a couple of words about our company, how we started, who we are, and about the Georgia. So I had like the different background than the hospitality. I studied and I was working in the government of Georgia, and I was doing my master's degree in public administration, and then I got involved in the investment banking, and and I had like the hospitality portfolios. This is how I got involved in hospitality. Then I met this interesting person who was Georgian, and he wanted to start the hotel business in Georgia, and we decided. It was 2008, after war with Russia. It was super difficult time for the country, and we decided to start with the international brand, to bring some international chain in our country, to get the customer trust first of all, and all these international standards. And we first opened the Holiday Inn franchise, first franchise in Georgia we brought, and it's the largest hotel, and it's still under our management. Georgia itself has like the super rich history and the culture of the hospitality. We were like we are saying, the Georgians are saying the guest is the guest. We treat like very well, and we say that it's a gift from the God. So, and every Georgian believes that it's a gift from the God. So that's why, like for us, the hospitality, it's not like the new, but what we started, it was new in Georgia, because we started our own brand, the Rooms Hotels. And it became so popular. It became so popular that it put like the Georgia in the map of the world, I believe. And we started the first Rooms Hotel in our mountain area, in our mountain area in Georgia, and the brand brought the countryside back, the whole village back, because when we went there first time, I remember, it was like just 400 maybe local families were living by that time, but out of the 400 we saw just like 3 or 4 families, because everybody was emigrating like in the capital, no jobs, nothing was happening. It was the winter was super strong because of the cold, and we did. But the nature was amazing, so we decided to build the hotel over there, and we started with the with 156 room hotel. With spa, and it's a border with Russia, and we decided to put this small casino inside, which helped to attract the Russians in Georgia. So this is the map of the country, and I wanted to show you where we are doing, like where we have our hotels and the new projects. Kazbegi, which is up on the mountain part of the Georgia. We have another new project, the mountain project, which is Pakuriani, It has also like this ski resort, Bakuriani, but like there is a small city place next to Bakuriani. It's called Mitarbi, which is super untouched, unique place, and we are developing hotel there. Tbilisi rooms and the Stamba hotel. We starting like the farming and the developing like the Georgian products in the country, and we have the project in the seaside as well. Tourism in Georgia, I want to mention like 2 words about the tourism in Georgia, because last 6 years, I remember like after like living in New York for 7 years, and I went back in 2011, and in 2009 we started the hotel, and the hotel was open in 2010, and I remember that the number of the visitors were very few. It was super hard to get all the rooms busy in our hotel, because it was like the largest hotel in the country. But in couple of years, after the couple of years, Georgia started to attract like the more and more tourists. The last year we had like the 7 million visitors. Country is like 3.5 million, and we had like we achieved 7 million visitors in last year. We are a very small nation, but I really believe that it's a talented nation, and we are everywhere. Even I would love to proudly say that even the new chairman of the UNWTO is Georgian, and we all proud of him. So. Why Georgia became so popular? First of all, of course, it's a nature. History, which is like this very rich history of the country. We have super ancient buildings and the historical parts of the country. Definitely that because of the country is affordable, hospitable, and it's safe. This is very important. And geographically, Georgia locating in it's a border between Asia and Europe, so everybody is curious to come and see something new, something different. And me and my group, we create the local experience, and I really believe this really attracts the guests to our hotel and to our country. So Kazbegi. If we're gonna travel in Kazbegi a little bit, it's we start this project in 2012, and we opened again, like as I mentioned, we opened a 156 rooms hotel. That was like very difficult, and no one believed it that the 156 room hotel would work there. We attracted the heli ski, and the Georgia became like very popular in terms of the heli ski. We achieved, and we returned like the 89% of the population back, and we involved them in our hospitality group. We involved either they're working in our hotel, or they're providing some agricultural products, and they're starting the farming in Kazbegi, and we are the biggest buyers. And I believe that like we really helped. We give the opportunity to develop like lots of restaurants to the local people. We help them to provide like some other services for the hotel, some like horse riding, quadricycling, also like the car rental and ski rental and stuff like this. So that's this is, I really believe, that makes us stronger and more sustainable. The group that we are involving the local people in the business, and we grow like the community together as a one community. So Kazbegi, After the hotel was open, the infrastructure was developed. The Gudauri, which is which is the biggest ski resort in Georgia, it's just half an hour to drive from our hotel Kazbegi. The new ski lifts were developed in Gudauri, and the government is developing the new ski roads toward to Kazbegi now, and infrastructure, the main road was developed. Infrastructure in terms of the hotels is developing, and we see like every year the new hotels are coming in Kazbegi. The place became very popular again, as I mentioned, in terms of the heli-ski, because it's compared to other European cities, it's more affordable in terms of the pricing. And again, we I truly believe that with this local and the different experience, we are providing something very unique experience in Kazbegi. We have amazing spa, and all this spa treatment comes from the local flowers and from the local greens, all the oils for the spa we use. So that's also help us to attract more tourists. Also, it's super popular in terms of the bird watching, because of the it's a stop for the birds when they're flying during the winter in the warm part of the country, and you're gonna see like unique different hundreds of different unique birds in the area. Rooms hotel is not like the new. During the Soviet time, it was the hospital. It was the place there, which is you see in the picture. But when we went and when we decided to invest, it was just ruins by that time, and we kept this same structure. What was it before, and we built like the new place for the I believe for everybody who remembers this sanatorium, which was during the Soviet era, and for the new generation, because we gave the task to the designers, and to be honest, we never used the proper designers. We design by ourselves as well, and we gave the task that everything when you are entering the hotel should be super comfortable. Should be based on just for the design. It should be super useful and comfortable, and it worked. So this is how it looks today, hotel, and the press, what we receive, and the press. Excuse me. Is it good? The press, what we receive every year, it increases, and it's increasing the demand what we get in Kazbegi. The place is really we use all these local materials, which is like the wood and the stone, and I would say that it's not like the 5-star and like the super comfortable place. We wanted to have like this local feeling when you are staying in the hotel. It should be something local, something local feeling. It should not be like the super comfortable, and you are in the hotel and it's different. And if you are in the village, it should not be difference between this restaurant, a big amazing terrace which is watching like the Kazbegi mountain. You see the photos of the terrace and the restaurant from here. So the pool, and then the pool area as well. So, and I want to mention 2 words about the opportunities, because it's my first time in Andorra, and I arrived yesterday morning, and since that I was walking around the city to get like the more ideas and more investment ideas for Kazbegi, because when we were driving from Barcelona, the part of the mountain, it really looks like Kazbegi, and I see that we still missing like the lots of opportunities in Kazbegi. They're like this, and in terms of the investment, the government is super supportive because then they have like the great initiatives. If you do the hotels in the region, the government, and if it's like the brand hotel and the Rooms Hotel is considering as a brand hotel for the Georgian government. Georgian government is financing like the first 2-year franchise fees for the hotels, and it's I really believe it's a great opportunity. In terms of the tax system, is like the taxation system is very low, and there is again lots of new opportunities are missing, and I truly believe that. And we see like every year the new investors are coming, and they're building like the different kind of attraction, different kind of businesses for Kazbegi Mountain, and we are extending like the roads for the ski and the opportunities to do more heli ski in the country. Definitely challenges. We have the challenges because I remember when we were as I mentioned, the village was empty, and when we wanted to hire the people, we were hiring from Tbilisi, because also that was like the kind of like the mentality of the locals were. Mentality of the locals were that like they don't want it to work in a hospitality sector. Even the young generations, they don't want it to be part of the hospitality. And we started to promote first the position of the waiter, position of the housekeeper, position of the person who is doing the dishwashing, and that was like super difficult to convince them to tell them that like we need you in our business, and we need your help in our business, and then the personnel from the capital, we were renting the houses from them. We were renting the houses from the locals, and now I really believe that because of this, like because of this business, because the region changed totally, and because of the Kazbegi village changed totally. Like the new generation, they're willing to be part of it, and they're willing to work in our group. And not only in our group, like they're doing like these small restaurants, they're doing these small cafes, they're helping each other, and they're really developing the whole area of the Kazbegi and the next villages from Kazbegi, and the city from the Kazbegi city. I definitely believe that in couple of years, it's gonna, and it's a plan from the government side. They're doing like the new roads and the new tunnels, and from the capital today to reach the Kazbegi Mountain, it takes almost 3 hours. But in 2 years, because of the new tunnels, it's this time gonna be like the 1 hour 40 minutes, which is like the more affordable, and the whole hospitality area will be increased. So I want to talk about like the future goals of the company, and like the couple of words about the other projects, what we do in our country. As I see, I don't see like to develop the country with hospitality without developing the Georgian products. Georgian products, I mean the food, because who knows the Georgia? We have an amazing cuisine, and every region has its different, like the different cuisines at every region. So we are helping like the local small farmers to attract them in, and to tell them that like this is also like the very profitable profitable position to be a farmer, and promoting the farmer's position. We are again, our group is a biggest buyer and of the local products. Of course, we check the product and we buy it from the local farmers, but it's not enough to keep the consistency. So that's why we decided to invest in the farming and the Chekheria, which is the binary part of the country. By the way, UNESCO was doing the research, big research about the wine and like where the wine comes from. And I'm always saying sorry to my French friends, but like it's scientifically proved now that the wine comes from Georgia, and this is the country of the mother country of the wine. So in the winery part of the Georgia, which is the east part of the Georgia, Chekheria, we have developed the biggest farm. We had the almond farming there, and we decided to invest in farming process to supply all our restaurants, to supply all our hotels with the local product, and we developed the biofarms, of organic biofarms, and it helps us like to open and to do more restaurants in the country. Also, our goal and our actually our mission was to not build like the new buildings and find like something like the old unique buildings which was already they're empty or like the untouched for like a couple of years. So we turned them as a hotel, and the rooms Kazbegi, again, that's why I mentioned that we kept the structure of this of the building, what was it during the Soviet time there in Tbilisi. The rooms hotel we made also like we bought from the government the publishing house. It used to be a publishing house during the Soviet time. That building was built in 1940s, and we turned it in the rooms hotel, and we kept the structure and all these details, what you're gonna find in the hotel. And the next door again, the same building, we developed the new hotel, which called Stamba. Stamba, if you're gonna translate from Georgia, means like the publishing house. It will be open in 1 month already, and you're more than welcome to visit us and stay in Stamba Hotel. It's really unique and it's really nice design, and I really believe that, we have the new travelers in the world right now. The people who are like the startup guys, the guys who never had maybe even experience to travel before, and it's first time they're traveling, and they don't really want to. I'm always mentioning, if I'm gonna jump on the subject, I'm always mentioning as a hotelier when I travel, and because of we have the Holiday Inn under our brand, and if I'm staying at the IHG brand hotels, I'm always receiving the letter from the general manager who welcomes me from home to home, and I'm always saying, no, I don't want to be at home when I'm in Andorra, I want to be in Andorra, don't welcome me at home, because if I'm not gonna feel something local, if I'm not gonna experience something local, I don't think that it worth to travel. Yes, this all the theories which was based on the safety probably, this American hospitality theories. I'm against it. We don't want to see all these red carpets and the red rooms and the red curtains in the hotel to feel ourselves safe. We can be in the local places, we can be in the local hotels, enjoy to get more ideas, enjoy our stay, and this is the reason why we travel. This is the reason why we want to discover the world. We are going to discover something new, not like the same smiles, same face, same phrases what the most of the brand hotels are providing. I change the cities sometimes 3 times a day, and I'm checking I'm changing 3-4 hotels in 2 days, and sometimes it's really difficult when you wake up and, like the same colors, same uniforms, same smile to understand which city you are, like this is what we changed and this is what we created. It's the place, what we did in Georgia, the Rooms Hotel is totally Georgian. It's a Georgian, purely Georgian, because in terms of the art, what you're gonna see in the hotel, all these elements, what we are using, all these products, what we are providing, and that's why it makes us. The brand makes us different and makes us unique. I really believe that, I really believe that like we're gonna develop and go internationally at some point, because we have like lots of demand from the different countries to do this brand and to extend this brand. But again, like it's not gonna be like the Georgian brand. If we're gonna do it in Europe, it's gonna be the local brand at every city where we're gonna open the Rooms Hotel. Also, I want to mention. We were talking about the technology, and that definitely it's important. The professor mentioned that like they got this candy from the housekeeper, or yes, we provide like something also similar. Every my employee has who works and has like the touch with the customer. They have like the very small, very limited, but like this little bit of budget, and they can provide something for the guests what they want to do. Like so. This is also very important. This personal touch, and then the communal lobby area. It's important from our point of view, from my point of view. So I really believe that like the technology should be developed. Technology we need it. We need for the hotel, but personal experience, it really matters. So this is what we do in Georgia. We give the personal experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Valeri. I think you are the best ambassador of your country and of your company. Thank you for your explanation and your presentation. Crec que anem una mica fora de temps. No sé si ens queda temps per una pregunta oberta al públic. Sisplau, ministre. Dos. Diuen que en podem fer dos. Tenim algun micròfon aquí? Aquí davant, sisplau.
Sí, voldria fer una pregunta. En primer lloc, felicitar la Fiona per la seva presentació, perquè ha estat molt interessant i a la vegada crec que estem ben representats a Suïssa, perquè amb les teves explicacions demostres que ets una gran professional del sector i és bo que a Andorra tinguem persones com tu, en aquest cas a Suïssa, per deixar molt alt el llistó del nostre país, amb la qual moltes felicitats. Jo et volia demanar sobre el primer projecte que has presentat, que trobo que és molt interessant i molt novedós també, és si, en primer lloc, si és rentable, és a dir, si es preveu una recuperació de la inversió i més o menys en quin termini, no sé si això ho saps o no ho saps, com a mínim et faig la pregunta, i després també si us van posar moltes traves legals, perquè al fi i al cap s'està reformant uns edificis antics, en una zona molt preservada, i si en aquest sentit a Suïssa hi ha una legislació específica per a aquest tipus d'allotjaments que es poden emmarcar dins el que és allotjaments més aviat rurals.
Aleshores, no coneixo tots els números, però per donar-li un ordre d'idea de lo que representa com diners que ha tingut d'investir aquest senyor belga per fer aquestes parts de granges que hi ha ensenyat més tot el que és espai públic, és més o menys 14 milions de francs suïssos. És un projecte que vam començar el 2008 i que s'ha acabat el 2016, és a dir que un projecte així en 2 anys el fem al despatx, però ha tardat molt precisament perquè ha necessitat que la població local l'integressi. Després, com que interveníem en zones que efectivament són protegides i encara que fossi solament per posar-hi una plaça de parc es necessitava autoritzacions especials. Tot el que és màrqueting exactament no ho sé, però el que sí que m'ha comentat els clients diversos cops és que els primers anys ha perdut diners perquè, vull dir, és un hotel que representa ser un hotel 5 estrelles i és veritat que no està donat, però és més o menys 200 a 250 francs la nit i és veritat que és bastant elitista, la gent no tothom s'ho pot pagar. I aleshores, els primers anys, ell ha perdut diners, però després ha tingut una tal publicitat de la gent que hi anava, que ho descrivia també com una experiència única, de dir, no vaig a la muntanya per esquiar i trobar-me amb tothom, però hi vaig solament per retrobar-me amb si mateix, diguéssim. I llavors, al cap, li dic així, no sé els números exactes, però més o menys al cap de 5 anys va començar una mica a guanyar-hi i la Confederació Suïssa també li ha donat de subvenció i coses així. Però és veritat que són projectes que agafen temps. Però val la pena d'agafar el temps per restaurar llocs així, que a Andorra també n'hi ha, com seria Palo o altres poblets, que si aquest senyor no hagués tingut la voluntat de portar això endavant, aquest poble s'hagués esfondrat, diguéssim. Però sí, per la reglamentació molt més complicat que fer un hotel nou, és evident. Ja tècnicament per nosaltres, el nostre treball de recuperar tot aquest heritatge és molt més complicat que construir un edifici nou i és veritat que hi ha moltes lleis que protegeixen aquests edificis.
Alguna pregunta més? Sisplau, aquí.
Thank you for your presentation. It was very interesting. I'm Sales and Marketing Director for an hospitality group in French Alps, and I'm very eager to have an idea about the level of rentability expected when you are improving your hotel programs in Spain. And I had 2 remarks just to complete the presentation. It was about the way to sell online, because we talk a lot about online travel agent like Booking.com, Expedia, and other traditional operators who are turning like OTAs now. But I think it's really important not to forget to sell directly to client, which is really a strong point, giving no commission, but needing some investment. And I think we will talk about that regarding the quality of services delivered directly to client. And the second question was that I think we don't have all the same opportunities of support from the states, the region, into giving financial support to build our accommodation. And I think as well that when I'm checking the prices everywhere, we don't pay the same tax. We don't pay the same prices as well for human resources, and that was really interesting to listen to you about that, because I think this is providing a direct impact on the prices that we're selling on 5-star, 4-star prices in the different country. That's why we need to implement new kind of hotels and to renew the destination to make the difference as well, because we are more expensive. That's why.
Gràcies. Referent a la primera pregunta, és cert que el canal directe és molt important, no? I que amb tots aquests grups que hem estat treballant o que he estat veient, o amb el grup, amb l'experiència que vam tenir, realment una de les fases de reposicionament important que tenia que haver-hi és amb tota la part de comercialització. És un grup que bàsicament estaven treballant amb tour operació i amb aquest nou plantejament, aquest reposicionament, també tenia una incidència amb la part de central, amb el departament comercial. Hi havia una part important que no es pot deixar a banda de tota la part de tour operació, perquè al final és una destinació que canviar el comportament de comercialització i distribució és molt difícil, però sí que a poc, i vam veure casos molt clars quan vam fer tota l'anàlisi de benchmarking, van haver-hi, o hi ha cadenes o hi ha grups hotelers que cada cop més estan fent una diversificació de canals cap a les OTAs que vostè mencionava i a més estan rellançant tot el canal directe amb el que és la comercialització. I per tant hi ha una part important també que s'està desenvolupant en aquesta línia. Evidentment hi ha una inversió darrere i dintre d'aquesta inversió que nosaltres parlàvem també hem de tindre en compte aquesta part. Pel que fa a la inversió, evidentment això ja depèn molt de cada projecte i totalment d'acord en què hem de buscar o diversificar la tipologia de producte per poder fer o servir aquesta nova demanda. I depèn, evidentment, de la capacitat que tingui cada grup. El que passa és que una mica quan analitzes tota la situació que teníem en el mercat, tens dues opcions, o et reinventes o fas alguna cosa, o segurament amb les properes fases o amb els propers períodes que podin haver-hi de crisi, si tu no t'has adaptat a la situació del mercat, difícilment te'n sortiràs, acabaràs tancant a l'hotel. Per tant, és necessari buscar aquestes alternatives d'inversió que poden vindre a través de fons d'inversió, que això no vol dir que hagis de sortir de la gestió i de la propietat, o buscar alternatives de financiació. Alguna pregunta més? Doncs em sembla que passem ja, Gemma. Moltes gràcies per l'atenció. Moltes gràcies, Fiona. Thank you very much, Valeri.
Doncs gràcies també a l'Albert, que el tornarem a retrobar a la taula en la segona sessió de treball, la que serà després d'aquesta pausa a dinar fins a les 3, on començarà aquesta segona sessió. I un petit apunt, perquè hi ha diverses persones que s'han interessat per aquest postgrau en gestió de destinacions de muntanya. Tenim a la sala, en aquests moments ara es posarà dret el senyor Raúl Revuelta, que és el director d'aquest postgrau. Si algú té algun dubte o vol comentar-li alguna cosa amb ell, doncs ho podrà fer ara en aquesta pausa, i si no demà, que també assistirà durant tot el dia en aquest congrés. Per tant, que vagi bé aquest dinar i els esperem de tornada a les 3. Gràcies.